Curved stairs are officially coming to The Sims 4, and yes, it's base game. Yes. This is going to be so good for us builders. I always used Felix Andre's Chateau CC, but now it's officially in the game. I'll be taking you through all the new features that the stairs have, because it's not just curved stairs. We have adjustable railings. That's right. I'll be taking you step by step how to do this, how to find it, because I'm not going to lie, it took me a hot minute to find it. I'm also going to show you tips and tricks on how to use it. And also I will be showing you where there are some little bugs, but ways to kind of work around it as well. We love a good hack. Okie doke, I'm going to start simple. We're going to have placed a room right here real quick. And I'm just going to grab in this stair ladders section. You want to select that. Right now I have the Royalty and Legacy expansion pack downloaded. So I thought for this example, maybe we'll use the new stairs, shall we? But then I'll also show you the base game as well. So once you place down your stairwell, you're like, oh, okay, she's looking cool, but I wanted to look a little bit more fashion. Now, how do you do that? Scroll right in, see these little arrows, these little bad boys. Took me a hot minute to find them, but I found them. You just want to pull them out. Boom! And there you have it. A curved stair. Done. Done. Job is done. If you want to customize this staircase even more, you can press your stair. You got these arrows here. That makes it wider. There's also these little arrows here that help you to kind of pivot and just kind of do a little curved effect like so. Now you would usually think, oh cool, that means I can do that cool little butterfly stair effect. Well, my friend, no you can't. This is something I prepared earlier, but before we get to this, I'm going to show you how to use the railings. Okay, so not only did we get these curved stairs, but we also got the railings. So let me take you through. So for example, like any railing will work, which is really cool, and it kind of gives you that swooping effect, which is exactly what we want. But sometimes you're like, oh, it kind of chops off the little curve. I'm going to use these railings because they look a lot better with the staircase. So if you want to adjust these railings, well, it's your lucky day, my friends. What you need to do is click the stairs. And then you can choose if you just want it to be the left railing showing, the right railing showing, or both of them showing. And then also you can choose how far up or down the stairwell that you want the railings to go. So sometimes with this butterfly effect, you kind of want to stop where the butterfly is kind of coming out. I know this is not the official word for it, but I'm going to call it the butterfly stairs. Okay. So you want to stop them there, and that kind of gives it like that cool, elegant effect. That's how you use the railings. It's very simple. So another reason why you would be like, why would you need to just use the left railings? And why would you need, like, what's the point of that? Well, let me show you. The perfect example is this stairwell here. I've used 3 different stairs here to create a bit of like a red carpet effect. So I don't want railings on this section here. See that? If you pull that out, that's one staircase. So I wanted to create a little bit of a effect where the railing only appeared on the left and the right. So if you go to the original, when you place these, it would look like something like this. And we don't want that. So what I did was I pressed the stairwell, I went left railing to get rid of that railing there, and then I went right railing, and then there you go. We created a bit of a red carpet. I will show you how I created this from the very beginning as well, so that you could kind of recreate this look. I also did a cute little walkway in the middle of the stairwell as well, like a little hidden passageway. Then I also used the curve in this kind of situation, because sometimes maybe you don't want both sides to be curved. So how do you make that, I hear you ask? Well, this is how you do it, dolls. I'll show you. Okay, gather around, children. So you just grab your wall, grab your little section you want to do. Let's grab a staircase. I'm just going to grab this one here. And then usually, you know, it's going to be up against a wall. You see these arrows here? It's kind of like how we place roofs. This is exactly the same hack with roofing. So, you know, when you press it, both of it goes out. That's not what we want. We want only one side to curve out. So all you need to do is hold down Shift, and then you click and drag, and then only curves the one side. So that helps to create this kind of effect, which is a bit fun and cutesy. Alright, now back to this. I am bouncing around, I'm sorry. I will show you how to create this look from the ground up as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our room. So you want to grab your stair. You're like, maybe around here. We want to push that out one. Also, we want to probably leave enough room for that other side. Now, the stair automatically doesn't have railings, which is great. So what we're going to do is then grab the same stairwell and then change the swatch to this blue carpet, which is what I've done. So then you put that up against the red carpet, and then you want to put it up against here. Then you've got yourself a cool little red carpet staircase. Now, like I said, if you pull this out, it won't work, right? If you just pull it out like that, what you need to do is you hold down shift and then you press that down and then you can like pull that out. Guys, I just noticed something. I had no idea you could do this. You can actually have the curve go out even more dramatically. I literally just discovered this. That's insane. Okay, I thought you could only do it just like one notch. But if you hold down shift and keep dragging and dragging, you can go on for days, doll. You can go on for days. I only just noticed that. That's hilarious. Then you can like have that same effect and it gives you that cool little red carpet. That is so cool. I'm mind blown. I just can't. All right, well anyways, let me just calm these down. I'm going to actually keep it the same style that I wanted initially. You can calm down, doll. You don't need to be that dramatic, all right? Okay, that's even, right? So then you want to add the railings in. So what you do, dolls, is you grab this and this and you're like, oh, great, but I don't want these there. Well, all you do is select the stair on the left, go, I want the left railing only. Great. Grab the right one and then press right rail only, and there you have it. Again, I like to make sure that the railing doesn't go all the way past the little curve part of the stair, so I just want to use this little scrolly thing and then have it be here. Another cool thing is that you can also make it smaller like this as well. I want to know how people would use that, but it gives it, you know what? We love a bit of flexibility, okay? As a builder, I am glad. Okay, so here you go. We've got the railings in the place I think that we want them. There you have it. That's the kind of look that we were going for to replicate this. Now, if you want to add that cool little passageway down the middle, you want to grab this archway from like base game, and I usually use the smallest one. I want to put it up against the wall, but obviously if I do this, I can't place it. You know, you try to place it in the middle stair. So what I usually do is I pull the stair out because you want it to align. So you grab the move tool, press this. You want to grab your arch. Make sure that's aligned on both sides there, and then you want to do that same thing on the other side. Is you grab the stair, then you grab your arch, and then you do one of these, boom. Then you do one of these, boom. Then what you want to do is slap them back together like so, and then it creates a cool little tunnel. There you have it. And then you can decorate it and then it can kind of look something like this. I used the little knights to kind of protect the tunnel, and I did a little bit of terrain tool through it as you can walk through it, which is kind of fun. Ignore the shoddy terrain job. Don't look to the left. Keep your eyes forward and feet in the building. Now, a little quirk that these stairs have that I have bumped into. I think this is a bug happening right now. I don't know if it's actually gonna be fixed when it becomes public. I have asked EA to see if it's a bug or not. Basically, I'm like, oh, maybe I kind of want it to still be curved on like a shorter platform. First of all, to create a platform, you got two ways. You grab the flat square tool here, and then you can press this raise platform, and then you can put it up like 3 notches. Sometimes I just draw a room and I do that exact same thing. I think this is the long way to do it, but for some reason I do that sometimes. And then you just delete the walls by pressing Control and you're clicking drag, and it gets rid of those walls. There we go. Now we know how to make a platform. Grab a staircase. Now, you know, as you place these stairs down, usually when you press it, those little white arrows should appear, but because the platform is low, it doesn't appear. So a quick hack that I figured out how to get the curve to work on a shorter platform is you raise the platform up and up. Keep clicking, seeing, okay, when is that white arrow gonna appear? You click a couple of times until the white arrow appears. I go all the way up here, little more. There she is. So there's your curve. Pull that out like so. Then you want to lower down that platform, and for some reason the curve stays. So that's a cheeky hack, and I think that's as far down as you can go before the curve disappears. Actually, no, it's still going. It's still going. There you go. There's our little hack. Is a hacker man. Basically what I've done in the scenes behind here is exactly that. You can do that with your any base game kind of stairwell as well. The cool thing about the base game stairs is like they don't have that curved kind of stair effect like these do, but that's fine because it still looks cool. And like I kind of use that effect over here with, this is a base game staircase that I have used here. I've just used the mega stairwell here, and it still kind of gives you that curved effect, which is quite nice. So that's a little quirk that's happening with the curved stairs. I don't know if it's a bug or not. lot, but I'll keep you posted if it gets fixed. But that's a workaround right there. Now for the final tip that I think you might all be waiting for is how do I create this open grand stairwell? I have done a tutorial on this in the past, but I think I need to do it again because it's a little bit fiddly. Okay, let's work back here. The easiest thing with these kind of stairs is you got to make sure that the wall height is probably at its tallest. I just think that looks a bit better with this kind of stairwell. You could use medium. You could actually use any wall height for this staircase, but I feel like that kind of gives you the effect that, you know, you want. Then when you go down into this room, what you want to do, I'm going to turn on some lights in here. There's, again, 2 ways to make a platform, which I took you guys through before. In this case, we're going to grab the flat square. You just want to pop her down like so. Pull that out, probably around there. Once we place the stairs, we can readjust. I feel like I need to make it a little bit wider. Usually put it in the center of the room. I've just kind of eyeballed it in this case because I'm lazy. You want to lift the platform a couple of times. Obviously, there's that little quirk that we have with the curved wall that I've just shown you how to fix that bug. But basically, you place your stairs down. That's as wide as I want to go. I want to actually lift this up a little bit more. I think we might need to pull this out one more to fit the other stairs in. Like I said before, the platforms need to be a certain height for the curve to appear. So let's lift that up a couple more times. There she is. All right, we want to curve her out once. And then I kind of want to lower her again because I don't want it to be such a steep, like, initial stairwell. Then we want to grab those staircases, pull those out. There you go. Oh, I nailed it. Lovely. And then you want to do that on this side here as well. And you want to rotate it by pressing the greater than and less than keys on your keyboard. Grab our stairwell like we had before, like so. You know what? I think I like these ones a little bit better because they connect a little bit nicer to each other. That doesn't connect well at all. That looks disgusting. There we go. All right, that's better. There's a little bug happening here. Let's see if we can fix that. Let's get rid of the railings. Do you work with... There you go. Sometimes a little choppiness happens, but then you just got to delete it and replace it, and then it works. Sims. Because Sims. Now, a cool thing with the railings, so these little stairwells usually have like a wall behind them like this. And sometimes you're like, I don't want that peeking through like that. So what you want to do is you select your stair and just go left rail only, and this one here, right rail only, and then you won't have that clipping out. And then what you can do is grab a fence to kind of align that. But before we do that, what we want to do is create this loft style. So in order to do that, I just grab my walls as if, wait, you could do it with fencing, but for me, I'm just going to do it with the walls so I can just kind of click and do whatever I want. So I grabbed the custom room tool, click down, and you kind of make this bit of a shape of where you want the open air lofty feel. We want this to disappear. All right, so how to do it? You press the hammer tool, press that once, then you press the wall. Oh, it's come back. That's okay. Press it again. It should go away. There you go. Bob's the uncle, and you just clear that up, and it's a good time. I wonder if I could just hold down control and you just delete the walls manually, like so. That's going to create a little bit of an open air loft style, big grand stairwell effect. So once we've deleted all of these, grab the fencing tool that matches the stairwell. Usually depends on what you want to do. You want to click and drag and make sure that's like nice and cutesy and aligned, and that creates that cute little open air stairwell, because when you enter, you want them to be able to look on the balcony. Now you may see a huge hole in the roof. That's an easy fix, guys. You just grab a room and you just plonk it down, seals it up, Bob's your uncle. And if you don't want that to be another room up there, that's okay. You can actually just delete it like that, and then make sure the ceiling's disappeared as well, and then you press the yellow line, remove ceiling. That's your fully enclosed grand stairwell. Guys, you can also decorate this, add whatever wallpaper you want. This section here, because it's a platform, in order to find the stars that you can put on that, you might think it's in foundations, but girl, it's not. It's actually in this section here, the walls and empty rooms. You press that, then you go to platform trims in here, then you got this tiny little selection here, which is great, and then you can like plonk that, something like that down. I wish we had more selections here. I'm not gonna lie, it does upset me, but you can choose whatever style you want. In this case, I kind of used like a bit of a tile effect for the other room, so it kind of works. And then you can use whatever wallpaper you want as well. In my case, because I've got the royalty expansion pack, I'm gonna be using that one. You hold down shift and then you click, and that's it, and everywhere. And then you want to add some cool flooring. Let's match the stairwell. It's a little bit, okay, it's a bit aggressive. So that's how you make that cool stairwell. I hope that actually helps you. Let's zoom on in here and have a looky-loo. So this is how our staircase ends up looking like. Another cool tip that I like to do, which is a nice little final touch, is when you're in this view, you want ceiling tiles, okay? So you want to go ceilings by room. Maybe let's grab a bit more subtle like you. And we want to just click that and then place that down. Here we go. You've got some cool little ceiling paint, and that looks so much nicer. This is the finished look. You can also kind of add a little cherry on top here. You can grab a cheeky little chandelier and scale her up. Put the grid on, G for grid on, so it makes sure it's attaching to the top, the second level's roof. You press the right bracket key in order to make it bigger. And now let's have a look how this looks. Boom, baby! And there's your grand freaking chandelier with your grand freaking staircase. Let's go. I actually want to see how you guys actually utilize this bit of the railings, because I actually don't know like what purpose. Oh, actually maybe I do know. If you need to create like a wall of some sort, like over here, and that stair just stops at that point. Oh, that's genius. I'm just discovering as I'm doing this YouTube video, guys. Look at me. All right, and then you can just do that, and oh, that is freaking a work of art right there. I love it. I love that. See what I'm putting down right now? Let's do an entrance. I'm getting carried away. I can't help it. I see the vision, dolls. I see the vision. Pop you where we want to pop you. Guys, I'm getting carried away right now. Let me cook, damn it. Let me cook. The imagination is going freaking wild right now, guys. And I can't wait to see what you guys create with the curved stairs. This is kind of the vibe I was going for. I would love to see a modern take on this. How would you apply this to your builds if it wasn't like that castle-y vibe? I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you like this kind of build tips and tricks kind of video vibe, I am down to make some more. I don't know if I'm the best teacher, but I'm trying my damn best. Get started, then get good, my friends. I hope this helped, and I will see you when I do another video potentially. Okay, bye!